What's
Hey,
up?
yo. Nice close up of the nice hat. You see this thing?
Yeah,
Little plastic
Chris.
helmet guy. How about it? How about it?
Love to
How we
see
doing,
it.
chat? How we doing, Jovan? It's Thursday, which means it's the weekend in my eyes.
Close enough.
Welcome to the fucking show, Behind the Lines. Happy to be here. Happy Thursday, everybody. Let's make some money today. Chase, I appreciate it, man. Good vibes. Love it, especially with these hats on. You kidding me?
Oh,
This thing is pure. It's pure plastic. Don't be fooled. This is no legitimate helmet. It also barely fits on my big ass noggin, but it plays.
it does.
It absolutely plays. I'm gonna rock this until we get a goddamn top 100 prospect for Josh Bell. I'm gonna wear this on stream every day. Might be a little while, but yeah, my man said it perfectly. Budman, hard work. Wow, voice crack. Hard work. That's what I'm talking about. Got the hard hats on. Blue collar mentality here. That's how I'm hitting the baseball card today. Very blue collar, grinding, digging into the data, the statistics. Might just fade the public. Who knows? But plenty of bets today. Plenty of games to get some action in on. And how about them O's, man? Goodness gracious, 10 in a row. They're never going to lose.
Winning.
They're never going to lose. They keep winning. They keep taking my money. It's ridiculous. I don't like it. I'm starting to not like it. I'm starting to not like Birdland too much. Starting to get on my nerves a little bit. I'm not going to lie to you. You know, it was cute and all the first like 2-3 bets. And then now it's like, golly, this is tough. It's starting to hurt the bank account. The O's are hot, man. Goodness gracious. Oy. Well, it looks like we already missed the start of one game. I kind of lean the Pirates. I didn't bet anything. But we got another game coming up, 3 o'clock. Look at MLB staggering some games and not putting 7-day games at the same time while people are doing shit. Good for them.
Yeah.
How about it?
How about it?
Sammy, I'm with you, my man. Lost way too much coin on the Cubbies. So stupid and dumb. M's and O's for the ALCS, dude. Come on. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. And honestly, the Marlins probably freaking hate the Orioles because they're taking all their clout. The Mariners have won fucking 11 in a row, I think. Or 10 in a row. 10 in a row. Mm-hmm.
I mean, they're the ones that are also in the much better position to make the playoffs. They're overall the better team until proven otherwise throughout the end of the season. So the Orioles are just the fun. Nobody really likes watching the Mariners because they're boring teams.
Because they're the Mariners.
Frankly, other than Julio Rodriguez, everybody else in that team is pretty vanilla to watch.
Well, except for Ty. Ty's pretty cool.
I mean, he's good. He's not the most exciting to watch either, though. He's just good at what he does.
Yeah. Would you believe me if I said I was going to go back to the Cubs today? Would you be shocked against Cookie Cutter Carrasco?
I'd be stunned.
You'd be stunned. Oh, man. Well, I'm probably going to do it. Fuck it. It is what it is. Scared money don't make money.
Yeah. Kind of with you.
You don't hate that play?
No, I don't.
Okay. Excited for the show today. We're going to talk, the games, obviously, and then we got our guy, John Ballman, coming on. Hopefully he's got some pretty cool stories. He came with the heat last time, giving us those Kirk stories, so I'm sure he's got plenty to say today with all the Blue Jays firing their coach. I know he used to work for them, and I'm sure he's got some plays today as well. So really excited to have him on in about an hour. I will be heading up to New Jersey for the weekend. I'm leaving after the show, get a booze with the boys, and have a little beach weekend. But the show goes on. We will have the show tomorrow as well, Behind the Lines. The show does not stop. The train is running. Any of these early games? Yeah, Ollie, that is near you, bro. Good job. I'm proud of you. Padres Rockies. Games at 3:10. Blake Snell. I'm gonna start calling him Blake Smells because he's so fucking terrible. Blake Smells versus Kyle Freeland, who's equally as stinky. What the hell are we doing here, Jovan? What are we taking? This is not good. This game stinks.
I mean, it does, yeah. I'm trying to find a pretty confident total base one. I'm still like, this is another day where they put up, especially the total bases, super, super late. Probably less than an hour ago. So I'm looking through some of those. The ones I'm trying to decide between a few. Hassan Kim at the leadoff spot is intriguing. Jose Iglesias also being up there is intriguing. Same with Jorge Alfaro. Trying to narrow those down. I don't really have a specific angle, but those are the ones I'm looking at. Crone is also a good look. I know like everybody is on him today, which I don't hate. I just hate taking that guy for total basis because he automatically takes 2 strikes. I hate it. I hate betting on guys where I'm betting on one pitch. It's so frustrating watching that guy hit and he takes, a fastball and a changeup down the dick. It's frustrating. So, I don't hate the look. I just hate betting on that guy with a passion.
Because he's either going to get walked or he's only going to get one swing in the at bat because he's too patient. It's annoying.
It's frustrating. So, I think there's a lot of places you can go in that game, to be honest. But.
Okay. Somebody in chat said Blake Snell's been pitching well recently. Is this true? Is this news true?
He's been pitching pretty well recently. I think he had double-digit Ks his last game.
He's coming off of 2 one-run starts, 11 innings combined against the Giants and the Dodgers. The Giants.
23 strikeouts in the last 2 starts. Granted, it's the Giants and Dodgers, but
the Dodgers are good.
Well, the Dodgers are good, but they have been striking out a lot recently.
Okay. Well, yeah, that's true. Per Blake Snell, he's been the one doing it. That's a lot of strikeouts, man. Holy shit. We know it's in there. Blake Snell is very up and down. The dude's had injury problems. I feel like he goes through these stretches all the time. He started out like shit coming back from the injury, not really surprising. Maybe he's starting to figure it out, and there's probably a reason that they're a favorite in Colorado. We know Colorado owns them. We know Colorado owns the Padres. The streak that ended a couple of days ago finally, but the Padres never win in Colorado. So seeing them as a favorite in Colorado kind of makes me like him a little bit. I'll be honest with you. It's just Kyle Freeland is a really tough cookie to crack, man. He is all over the place. Yeah, Sammy, you said it perfectly, man. Fuck Freeland. But you never know when he's going to go out there and give up, 7 innings, 1 run. Because it's in there. He does one of those a month at home. It's just how it goes.
It's super weird.
Who knows if it's today? Supreme Fatty. We have Anibal Sanchez. He's back. Absolute legend. Not Aaron Sanchez. This is Anibal. Pulled him out of retirement. Granted, we did sign him preseason and he got hurt. So it's not like we literally made a call last week and we're like, Anibal, we need you to come eat some innings. He was in the plan to be a starter in our rotation this season, which is, ridiculous, but it is what it is. But it's not like we're pulling this dude out of Cabo, sitting on the beach with a pina colada. He's been rehabbing, he's been working, he's ready to roll. That's going to be an interesting game.
Give me pretty much any Braves hitter in that game.
Well, it's also a revenge game for Anibal. Remember, he was on the Braves along with multiple other teams. But that line's coming towards the Nats. It's moved 5 cents.
I'm not saying they're going to blow them out, which, that's a possibility, but if Austin Riley and Matt Olson are not going out there and getting 2 bases, nothing's real.
Well, that's very square of you, Jovan, I will say.
It is.
It doesn't mean it's not going to smack.
I could just say Acuna and take it to the grave with that, but at least I'm not going there.
Yeah, well, I kind of include anyone in the Braves lineup today, to be honest with you. To rake would be a little square.
Fair.
But we'll see. I think it's hysterical that they signed Robinson Cano and he's just starting for them right now. I guess, is Ozzie Albies, is he chalked for the season?
I don't know what's up with him. I know he was supposed to be out for a while. I don't know when he's supposed to come back or anything.
Right.
Can look about that.
Yeah, no, he fucked up his foot pretty bad. So end of August, Ollie's saying. So Robinson Cano's got another couple months to figure it out. But Kyle Wright's a freaking beast. He's probably going to throw a gem today. I do got to gas my guy. I got to do my daily Soto gassing. Soto he's back. It's official. He couldn't be more back. He's hitting .429 and he's got a 1.440 OPS since June 26th. So that's damn near a month sample size. Dude's been raking over the last month. He is so fucking back. We knew it was coming. You guys, anyone who has a half of a brain and either played or just watches baseball, you watch a Soto at bat, and you could just tell that dude just is one of the best hitters, if not the best hitter in baseball.
Yeah.
He had a slow start. I get it. I mean, motivation might be a problem on how terrible the team's been. He's not used to being on a losing team. Maybe that's what it was. I don't know, but he's starting to get going. And he's doing the same thing he did last year where he had a tough first half, and I think he's about to absolutely tear it up in the second half after he wins the home run derby because he's winning that shit. 100%. He's winning. Yeah. He's going to have great value, probably. He'll be like middle of the pack. I don't see how he loses right now. He's absolutely locked in. Pete Alonso.
Exciting and even fields I think we've seen in quite a few years.
This is about to be electric.
Yeah.
It's about to be absolutely electric. We got to find a way to get out there.
We might have to. Yeah.
Let's see what we can do. Yeah, super stoked to watch Anibal Sanchez pitch tonight. That'll be really fun. Hoy.
Well, you know what we got though. We got a perfect fade spot for you on the card.
What do you got?
Well, a guy you love to fade who does happen to pitch from the left-handed side is facing Brandon Drury today.
I mean, the Reds melted last night. I don't know. That was pretty brutal. I was like, no need to take
I'm not saying you got to take the Reds. I'm not saying you got to take the Reds.
I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying to do. You're saying to just lock in the frickin' Drury with, someone else on Prize Picks. I'm with you. Hundo pick.
I mean, not just because he's a lefty either, but I mean, he's 80% fastball cutter. That's all he's going to see, pretty much. A little bit of slider mixed in there, but Drury crushes those quite a bit.
Should I just put 2 units on his total bases over on the books and just cut the shit?
It's always a smart play. It's always value. There's value in it too because they really don't move his line as far as juice goes, ever.
Do you know what he's sitting at these days? What's he sitting at today?
It's plus 120 for 1.5 bases.
What?
Let me see. I know that's what I heard earlier. Let's see what it's at.
What the hell? Yeah, Nestor is coming back down to earth. You're 1,000% right, my man.
Yeah, plus 120 on the dot.
Wow, you're a freak for knowing that off the top of your head. But we need to get this kid a Brandon Drury jersey stat. Somebody who's made a lot of coin off of Jovan's Prize Picks, Milk. Send my man a fucking Brandon Drury jersey, or just buy 2, one for yourself, one for Jovan.
The problem is, come trade deadline, if he's a Dodger, that's going to make my rooting interest very, very difficult.
Yeah, that's going to probably be the end of it.
Yeah.
That'll probably be the end of, profits or not, whether he's still raking or not. That's probably enough is enough for me. I don't think I'd be able to take that guy.
Yeah, I couldn't do it. I absolutely couldn't do it.
I'm with you on that. But yeah, no, it's fade Nestor day. I mean, don't like where the line is moving with the spread, with the money line, but the total I like where it's moving. It's moved from 7.5 to 8 with 2 really good arms on the mound.
The line's been moving. There's an initial push that got the Yankees to minus 210, but it's been moving back to the Reds ever since then.
Interesting. And how about these Royals, the Kansas City anti-vaxxers?
Yeah.
They're missing 10 guys.
Yeah, I mean that whole thing is a super big deal because the Yankees, I think it officially came out, but we knew this after that came out that Benintendi wasn't vaccinated or wasn't vaccinated, but they're not pursuing him anymore. And
wow, really that's actually real. That wasn't mean.
Yeah, I mean nobody in the AL East can do it because they
played Toronto too many times.
They played Toronto too many times, and God forbid they have to go to Toronto for the ALDS, ALCS if they get there, or whatever. That would be tough. So now he's pretty much stuck to the National League. And I see the Mets are going after him now, and there's going to be a couple other teams.
I'm going to be so pissed if the fucking vaccine leads to Benintendi going to the Mets. That's such bullshit. How does that happen? What world do we live in? What the fuck?
It sucks. Absolutely sucks.
It's ridiculous. I'm not saying I'm not
more they're going to probably repeal it by playoff time. So that's what's really going to suck.
They're going to repeal it by playoff time. Yeah, they probably should because, I mean, it's a smart-ass rule by Toronto, I'll be honest with you. I mean, who knows where their intentions actually lie. Maybe it is for the safety of people. Maybe it's to give an advantage to their teams at home. It's
not Toronto. Advantage. It's like the country of Canada, man.
Yeah, I know. It's not just Toronto, but Toronto's in Canada, Yeah. But you're right. It's a Canadian rule, and it is what it is. We're not going to bitch back and forth whether we agree or not. But that's absolutely hysterical. It's ridiculous.
But I mean, while we're talking about that,
give me the Royals on the M out.
That's what I was going to say. Do you have the nuts to take that?
It's the most Krabs play of all time. Well, my guy's pitching today. See, what's his first name? It's not Cesar Hernandez, is it? It's Carlos Hernandez.
He's pitching?
I think so. Let me confirm.
I've been looking for like any confirmed starter.
And I like him. It's Carlos Hernandez. Yeah, I like Carlos Hernandez. He's had a tough go this year. I think he's coming back from an injury right now. But I like me some Carlos Hernandez last season. Maybe if he could give me what he had last season, getting the Royals at plus 300 today, I don't give a shit about their lineup. With the way Gosman's looked this year, how inconsistent he's been, he's like a ticking time bomb up there. The Royals are the play, just value based. Like if you want to be smart and bet a half U on it, go ahead. But at plus 100, if we get last year's Carlos Hernandez up on the bump against crazy Gosman right now, in my opinion, that's without a doubt, it's a value play. It really is.
I mean, I don't know if I'm going to get myself to take him outright, but I mean, once the line comes out and everything, because there's really nothing except money lines out, I feel like this is a spot where you can maybe hit that little plus 2.5 because it's probably around pretty close to even money. I mean,
that's wild.
Once it comes out, that's one of the spots where I could take it. I'm very against backwards laddering teams because that's not really profitable. But if it's sitting at plus money,
or even if it's at minus 110, you know what I mean?
Even if it's close.
Ollie, look up Carlos Hernandez's stats last year. He was okay. I'm not saying he was good. I'm saying he was okay. This year, when he pitched this season, it was absolutely atrocious. And then he was hurt or got sent down or something. And now he's back. I'm assuming he got sent down. I don't even fucking know. I don't know. This baseball is too hard. It's too hard to follow guys like Carlos Hernandez, to be honest with you. But he's back, and now it's time to dig in.
I mean, this is a big deal too because Gossman's going to shove. Ooh, plus 105. But this is also a big deal because we all know the Blue Jays bullpen stinks. So,
dude,
if he's coming off a pitch limit, even if he's throwing 85, a little extra.
We need to find out. We need to find out if he's playing.
Yeah, that would explain his low K number. Yes, but 5.5, I feel like is still very doable at even like 70 pitches.
I mean, we need to figure out if Carlos Hernandez is pitching and where to find that plus 2.5.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still seeing TBD, so I assume once that comes out, the official roster comes out, all the lines and everything will come out too. So we'll see. I don't think there's really a rush to find that out because everything should probably come out at once. But whatever it is.
So you think we should wait and be safe and not take the plus 2.5 now?
I mean, I don't have the plus 2.5 right now anyway, so I gotta wait regardless.
Can you please can you let me know what book you see that at, if it's a legal book?
Oh, it did actually just come out. Or I guess it's only the plus 1.5 and minus 1.5 are out. So I'm guessing stuff's starting to get loaded on.
I gotta change my name, by the way, too. How about that Dodgers game last night? How about that Dodgers Cardinals game? I was on the Cards.
Of course.
They were up 6-0.
I mean, we've seen this movie 1,000 times this year. Like the Dodgers.
Well, we haven't seen that movie because that was the biggest comeback of the Dodgers season. It was a 7-run comeback. Those movies don't grow on trees. Let's not.
Well, I mean, they came back from 6 like a week ago against the Cubs. Granted, it's the Cubs, but we know what they're capable of.
But this is the Cardinals at home, and their bullpen's okay, and they looked like dog shit last night.
Yeah.
6-0, Jovan. If you're the Cardinals, you close that game out. This isn't the Cup. I know you agree. I don't know why I'm bitching, I know why I'm bitching because I'm upset about the crazy beat that it was. But you know what we did with those? We charged it to the fucking game because it was yesterday and there's nothing we can do about it. So we're not going to come up here and whine like a little bitch. We're going to advance and we're going to make bets for today, and they're going to hit. Let's get after it.
Of course.
You said you're now seeing the plus 2.5. I think I might just like it.
No, I just see like initially it was just the money lines that I saw like on FanDuel, and now the plus 1.5 prices are there. So I'm guessing stuff's starting to kind of gradually get loaded on.
Let me see what I can do.
But I mean,
how's my Wi-Fi right now? It's kind of mid on my end. Is it okay?
I mean, you look a little potato-ish, but I can hear you fine.
Okay, I can deal with a little potato.
Yeah,
that's good carbs. All right. Yeah, I'm seeing plus 2.5, a plus 105, brother. I think I'm about to lock that in straight up.
I'm good. Yeah, I'm good with that. I'll be locking that in once I get it.
Okay, let's fucking go. Guys, it takes some big old cojones to take this Royals bet plus 2.5. If you're not hip, they're missing 10 guys who aren't vaccinated. They're not allowed to play away games. They've all been getting shat on. I think they come out hungry. I don't care who the hell's in that lineup today. I'm taking that plus 2.5 in any circumstance. Doesn't matter. Plus 2.5 of plus money, especially against Gausman coming back from an injury on a pitch count with that terrible bullpen, like you said, Jovan. Great point. Give me that every day and twice on Sunday. That's ridiculous. Ridiculous.
Yeah, and I mean, like the line as far as the total goes is low, just because I feel like they assume the Royals can't score runs, which is a fair assumption. But
yeah,
they're probably their most important guy as far as manufacturing offense will be playing because it's Bobby Witt, so he will be in there. So that's the silver lining as far as you're looking something for the Royals offense. Like, I don't know, I'm down.
Don't be soft. Take the ML. Capital, bro. I'm taking those 2.5 runs. Are you kidding me, bro?
Yeah. Oh, true. Vinny P was playing too.
Huge. Sure, Vinny P's got the shot. Come on now.
Yeah, of course. I mean,
talking about Vinny P. That's hard. That's hard. I don't care. Hey, you want to get the shot or not? I don't care. But betting wise, I want my guys in there.
Yeah.
They might be blessing us today.
It might.
I need to get this bet in ASAP before it drops to 1.5 because it's going to drop to 1.5. I guarantee it. I see it at 1.5 on every other book except for BetMGM.
Well, it's just the price. Like the price is probably going to stay constant. Like it's the same thing with like that Pirates one. Like the Pirates one didn't show up as plus 2.5 against the Dodgers. That one series, it was just an alt line at the same price. You are sick, absolute sick person.
Royals reverse ladder. You guys are freaks.
No, that one's he's talking about laddering down.
Wow, Ollie, you got some cheese. You got a cheese ball book, brother. Cheese ball book.
This is weird. I've never seen this on FanDuel. They have like a section called Try Bet.
What is that? What is this nonsense?
They have Royals minus 1.5, Jays minus 1.5, or either team win by run or less.
Damn.
Which is weird. That's like the only subcategory up on the same games. Maybe I missed this, but
I'm currently moving funds around so I can deposit into BetMGM. It's been a while, BetMGM, but you've just earned a customer back. Congratulations. We're just cementing the new casinos with this bet. Dude, then make your own bets. How about them apples?
All right. I mean, it's not like we're throwing 5 units on the Royals here without 10 guys.
We're throwing 1 unit here, guys. It's 1 unit. One you never heard. One you never heard nobody. I think Abraham Lincoln said that. Straight up, plain and simple. You know, Abraham Lincoln was a professional wrestler before president. Did you know that?
I know he was word on the street. He was also a professional sharp bettor as well. Huge.
Yes, for sure. Now that one, I don't know if that's confirmed, but that's just what I've been hearing.
Yeah.
Oh man. I need to fucking get this money in. Goddamn. Come on now. BetMGM's making me they're asking for my fucking social. They're asking for my address, where I'm going to be. What are they going to show up at my fucking door? What the hell are they doing? All right.
But
Red Sox, Tampa.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people. I guess not a lot of people. Ollie was tripping pretty hard when I said the Red Sox at the beginning of the series didn't have a chance to win a game in the series until today.
A lot of people are talking.
We'll be seeing about that. I mean, today it's hard for me to trust Rasmussen just because he's so up and down. He's a lot better at home, which is the silver lining there, but not really what to expect. Cutter Crawford kind of diced us up in that first start. What was it, a week and a half ago-ish? So yeah, I'm not really too keen on anything in this game. Haven't seen the lineups yet either, which Rays, big deal. But yeah, I'm not really sure where to go in this game. Total at 7.5 makes me think we see a pretty similar game to what we've seen all throughout the series. So I probably lean the Rays, but I'm not going to bet it until I see a lot.
Okay. Yeah. The people are still interested in this day game. I think we got to give out a play. We don't have to take something, but is it Padres?
Oh, it's gross.
It's bro.
I mean, I'll be kind of researching like one of these props as we do the show, but my lean probably as far as a side or total, I'd probably go under, but probably first 5.
First 5 under. You're getting cheeky with it?
Yeah, because I think it's probably one like we've seen a lot between these teams, a lot in cores too. First 5 under, full game over, possibly. I don't know. I think Blake Snell could come out there and limit the damage a bit. I mean, it's high. It's 6.5, so it's a couple. They can go out and give up a couple runs, get touched up a little bit, and it still go under. The total did also go down from 12, I believe.
It's so
11.5, which not the biggest deal in cores, but I don't know. I don't have a strong lean on this game. Just kind of looking at the props as we go, because I do want to take one of those guys for sure. I do really like Hassan Kim in that leadoff spot because that's it's a solid look with Kyle Freeland on the mound. I'm just trying to see like any pitch mix matchup here.
Ooh, I think I'm gonna take the Padres. I don't know though, because that's what they want you to take. But I might take it. I don't know. Oy, oy, oy. When you got to think about something this much, guys, you're not supposed to take a bet.
Yeah,
just FYI.
That's why I don't do it. I'm just chilling.
FYIs. Yeah, I'll probably just stay off, but I will give my lean in this one is the Padres. I think Blake Snell goes out there and pitches well. Kyle Freeman doesn't scare me. The Padres have lost the last 2 in this series. I know the Padres aren't great right now offensively, but I lean Pods. And Ollie does too, so go ahead and fade both of us and take the Rockies. Go ahead and lock that in.
Yeah. Smart.
Oy, oy, oy. Yeah, I'm seeing Ollie was saying that Tiger is on the prowl now. Is there a chance he can make the cut? I didn't end up taking that bet, by the way, because I got bullied into being a piece of shit for taking Tiger to miss the cut. I didn't end up taking it this time. Just FYI.
Yeah, I mean it's just a hate fun bet.
It is a hate fun bet, but sometimes you just got to take a hate fun bet. If you like money, a lot of times hate fun bets correlate with like and money bets. That is true. That's confirmed. Check that data. That's real. Fucking BetMGM, man. You want my like what do you guys want from me? This is ridiculous. Jake, you and Cam are also on the Padres. I mean, shit's chalked.
Yeah,
guys, what are we? They got us. What are we doing here?
Chalk.
What the hell? Shit's chalked. Yeah, give me Nats ML parlayed with the Reds ML and the Royals ML. That's my lock. That's my DCL today. Oy, 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 imagine. Peter's on the Padres too. Jesus Christ, what are we all on the Padres today? Every human being on earth? Fuck me.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to start taking some Rockies props now too.
Yeah, look into the Rockies props now, bro. Holy smokes.
Problem is they don't have. I mean, I guess that's part of the suspicion of it all. I mean, they have Iglesias up, which I like. I really would have liked them to have Blackman up, and he's not up, which suspicious, especially after he's hit this quite a few games in the last couple of weeks. So, be on the lookout for that on a book, but definitely not against Jose Iglesias whatsoever. I sneakily took him yesterday, but I wasn't really confident because it's Jose Iglesias, and then the guy goes yard, like for the first time in forever.
Literally since Nam.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Well, I'm going to lock in this bit. +2.5, +105 on the Royals. You heard me. I'm locking it in now. I'm scared. I think it's going to go to +1.5, honestly. The only book I'm seeing that has +2.5 is BetMGM right now. Everyone else has +1 or +1.5. So I'm going to lock this shit in before anything happens. I think it's funky. I'm not messing around today. I'm not fucking around. I'm pissed. I had a bad beat last night. It is what it is. Yada, yada, yada. Today I'm coming for the Bucks' neck. I'm coming for him. I'm coming for the jug. The jugular. Let's hit some fucking bets today. Bada bing, bada boom. Lock this in. Okay. Dude, I really wish the Reds held on and stuck it to the Yanks last night. That would have been awesome.
Yeah, I was really hoping they could find a way to win that game.
Yeah.
I think they have a decent chance to win it today. Not that I'm gonna bet it, but it would have been very funny to see the Rays getting clowned for getting swept by the Reds, and then the Yankees do the same thing.
Yeah, that would have been awesome. And I think Ollie was the one telling us the Red Sox have yet to win a series in the AL East. Is that confirmed?
I believe so.
Well, that's not good for them.
Yeah.
It's kind of impressive that they have this record.
Yeah, they're just clowning every out of division team except the Cubs, I guess.
Yeah. Honestly. God, I cannot believe we're taking the Royals today. What the hell? Oy, oy, oy. Off of a win, too? Sure.
I think you can throw all trends out of the window when we're talking about this. This is just like just stick your nuts out on the table and hope something crazy happens.
Yeah, no, this is if you've got little stones down there, this bet isn't for you. Straight up, plain and simple. You pack your shit up, you go ahead and take Yankees -1.5 if that's your case. But if you got big stones, you ride with the boys. +2.5 plus money. You kidding me? Get it while it's hot.
Take Jays -1.5, -185.
Yeah, how about the Jays, bro? How about the Jays last night? System play. The system play really does not lie.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you. They won that game. They fired their coach last night, and now we fade the shit out of them because that's how betting goes. One day you're best friends with the team. The next day you hate their guts.
I mean, even before the news broke about Montoya getting fired, the fact they were Wheeler was a dog, low dog, slight dog, small dog against the Jays.
I literally said
to begin with.
Exactly what you just said. Even without the coaching thing, it still would have been a play for me. Like where that line started, where that line moved, it moved like 40 cents towards Toronto. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
It was the easiest fucking. That was free.
It was.
Damn, there's no Carlos Hernandez gifts. Shocking.
In like a Category 5 hurricane out here.
Yeah, I heard that. What the hell?
Yeah.
You're right over there?
Hope not, or hope so. Maybe the power's going to go out in a little bit.
I hope not. What the? God, Carlos Hernandez, man. I forgot this dude's chonk as hell.
Yeah.
Sure. That's what I'm talking about, Carlos. We need you. I don't even know if you're starting today, brother.
A lot of people were saying Jackson Coar is possibly starting, too.
Oh, no. I want Caesars, or I want Carlos. I don't know why I keep calling him Caesars. That's my shit. That's my shitty Hernandez on the Nats, who's a fucking bomb.
Yeah.
Bomb.
I swear, he's up for runs and RBI like at least 3-4 times a week. Shit just never hits. Never.
Shit just never hits. I
don't even take it. It's just like I always see it up there, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm not taking this, and then I look and he just goes 0 for 4.
Tony Gonsolin, man, somehow gets finesse and doesn't get his first loss last night. I'm mind blown. I'm baffled. Cueto pitches on the road today.
Yeah, he does.
Seen this?
It's against the Twins though, which I overall just hate.
Twins, man. The Twins are something. The Twins will go out there and drop a goose egg, or the Twins will go out there and drop 12. It's so fucking annoying. Buxton is all over the place right now. He's slumping again. It's ridiculous, man. I don't get it. He used to be so consistent. He just never played. He was hurt, and now he just is less hurt, but just doesn't play, or doesn't play well. I don't get it. I mean, Cueto on the road this year has been a freak, guys. I don't know if that makes me want to back him as an underdog, or I don't know if that makes me want to fade him. What's your opinion on Sonny Gray? Like from what you've seen this year, do you think he's legit, or do you think he's also due for some regression as well? Because his numbers are impeccable.
Yeah, I mean, he's had a pretty good year. I like what I've seen from him. I don't know if him being due for regression is the right word. or right saying or whatever. Because I mean, he's been getting touched up his last couple starts. I know he got hammered by the Rangers his last start. So I mean, he's somewhere in the middle of where his worst performances and best performances have been. I guess it's not like the hottest take, but I think he's fine right where he is. He's kind of just a good pitcher. Nothing great, nothing terrible. And that's really all the Twins need pretty much with the rest of that rotation. Because if we're talking about a guy that's due for regression, due to get blown up every single start, they still have to go out there every week with Devin Smeltzer. With how that guy keeps getting away with it, I have absolutely no idea.
He can't keep getting away with it. This is ridiculous.
Him and Jordan Lyles, I don't get it.
Oh, Jordan Lyles, I mean, excuse me. Jordan Lyles, fucking masterclass the other night. Just pitched an absolute gem. Dude defied it. Like, he's got shitty numbers, but like every time I watch him pitch, he pitches great. Makes no sense.
Yeah.
Makes no sense. Martin Perez is barely a favorite against Marwin Gonzalez today.
Against who?
Or against Marco Gonzalez. Sorry, not Marwin Gonzalez. He was the old utility man.
Yeah.
But this is another weird line. I mean,
I don't know if it is, though. I just think, I mean, Martin Perez has started to come back down to earth just a little bit, and I think he wasn't really highly valued from the beginning of the year, and I think now he's just kind of finding that little same spot where books don't really know what to do with him. But yeah, I think it's fine. I don't think it's too mispriced or anything. Not that I think, yeah, he really is. It's ridiculous. But yeah, I don't know what to think about that Rangers game, really.
I will be on the Rangers heavily today. I'll be on them. I'm fading Seattle. They just swept a doubleheader on the road, which just doesn't fucking happen. They seem to keep defying all odds. I'm going to go ahead and back Martin Perez and just pray. I'm taking them at home. I don't care. Games on MLB Network, a lot of pressure. Frambler versus Detmers. That's another really good game as well.
It is.
Yeah. Frambler. He's a beast.
Yeah, kind of lean the over in this one.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I hate having to count on the Angels offense to score any runs, but I mean, this just kind of feels like a spot where there are some runs on both sides. I don't think Frambler's going to go out there and completely shut down everybody. Detmers honestly has a chance to give it up by himself.
I think Detmers is kind of back. It looks like he found his slider. I mean, I watched him pitch in person against the Red Hot Orioles, and he looked great. His slider was moving. He was getting strikeouts. I think he might kind of be back. I think the Angels are a live dog tonight. I hate to say it. I don't know if I'm going to play them just because they're so fucking bad. They're so bad at hitting. But yeah. I think Detmers found something. I think he figured something out in the minors a little bit. And, we were talking about how he had a bazillion strikeouts in the minors and who gives a shit about that? I agree. But then he went against one of the hottest teams in baseball and on the road in his first start back and honestly pitched really well. So I think he might have figured something out a little bit. We'll have to see. It was also his birthday and he was jacked up, David. I agree. But, I mean, do you think he's actually thinking in his brain that it's his birthday when he's throwing pitches? I don't think that means shit, to be honest with you. I think the Angels are a live dog tonight. I don't know if I'm betting them, though. I want to make that very clear.
Yeah.
And then the game of the night is Burns versus Rodon. This is a great game.
Yeah.
This is a great fucking game. Did we get cute and take the over?
I was thinking about it last night when it was at 6, but I don't know. I don't really feel like it. I just want to sit back and watch this game. Hopefully we get a nice pitcher's duel. Probably lands on 6 realistically, but I don't know. I'm cool.
I don't really feel like it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's the approach you got to take with some of these games. Where you're trying.
I don't feel like being a freak and taking
the
weirdest bet.
I don't really feel like it. I'm good.
That's fair. You don't got to bet every damn game.
Yeah, especially because I have the luxury of being super, super selective on sides and totals because I bet mostly props. So
right,
something really has to jump out to me as far as something I like to bet it or even recommend to bet it or pitch it or whatever. And I'm good off that game for sure.
Sure. That's what a smart human being would say. So I'm with you. I don't know why we didn't just take the under in the Pirates. Pirates Marlins game. I don't know why we didn't just take the under in that. These teams can't score.
If you're not blindly betting first game of the day unders, other than like the Sunday Peacock games, I don't know what you're doing.
Peacock's gonna pass, huh?
Yeah, because I mean those always
should soar.
Those should soar. But like during the week and pretty much any other day, these first games of the day are soaring under.
I'm with you, bro. I'm with you. We'll have my guy John on here in like 10, 15 minutes ish. Really excited to have him on. Hopefully he's got some more Kirk stories or Vladdy stories. But anyone else get added to the home run derby list? We saw J-Rod got added last night. Has there been anyone else besides him added, or are there still 2 spots open?
J Ram got added, right? Jose Ramirez.
Did he actually?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's fucking awesome. This is going to be an insane home run derby.
It is, and I'm super excited. I want to see who fills that last spot, because I mean it's already a loaded field like we've been talking about, and we got a lot of options here. I'm kind of mad that Jordan's hurt, even though he probably wouldn't have done it, but I would have liked for the opportunity to be out there.
Can you read off who's on the list for people so they know? If you have it in front of you. If not, don't worry about it.
No, I can load it up. So we got Jose Ramirez, who just joined last night, the defending champ, Pete Alonso, Juan Soto, Ronald Acuna, Albert Pujols, Kyle Schwarber, and Julio Rodriguez. So there's 7 so far, and we're looking for that 8th. Whoever's going to fill that 8th spot. Which I'm super excited. It's gonna be awesome.
That's gonna be sick. No doubt about it. That's gonna be fucking awesome. Home run derby is just absolutely electric. It is absolutely electric. They should they better have the juice balls in play. I'm sure they will. They'll be extra juiced.
Yeah.
Extra. Those are probably already in. They probably flew first class.
Oh yeah, it's
probably packed. He probably packed the plane up himself.
Yeah, I guess. Don't the Dodgers have to have a representative?
I would love to see Bellinger in it. That'd be sick.
I feel like he wouldn't though, because
he's ass cheeks.
Yeah.
Is he perma fried? Is that his problem? Is he not? His head's not in the game.
I don't know. Maybe he's not fried enough. When he was peak looking like he was bowling up before every game, he was hitting nukes. That was the real MVP candidate, Cody Bellinger.
I know, I miss it, bro. He was so swaggy. I bought his jersey, from DHgate or whatever. I thought he was fucking awesome. Dude just hits fucking nukes. He was Mr. Clutch yesterday, Cam. You guys got lucky as shit. Must be nice. Looks like Max Muncy's starting to hit baseballs forward and not just swinging and missing. Good for him. Justin Turner's back.
Speaking of Max Muncy, he had to run an RBI up earlier, and it got taken down, and now he's in the home run group. Not that he's not typically in the home run group, but he's there.
What the?
So
Cam, of course I'm on DHgate, bro. What do you think I am?
Who's not on DHgate, bro?
Grow up.
That's where I need to start ordering my starter pack of GOATs jerseys.
Yeah, and you'll get a couple in 3 weeks, a couple in 2 months. Some will be mangled, some will be built for 3-year-olds. They're all over the place. Very hit or miss.
Yeah,
for sure.
Why not though?
Yeah, no, take it. Do that shit. Why not?
I really wish I could go out and get an All-Star jersey for Brandon Drury or Ty France, but here we are.
I mean, I don't understand. How are these guys not going to be in? Do you think anyone else is going to get rolled out? Probably not.
No, I mean, it looks like they had a good slew of replacements already.
The only people that would get put in this late would be the pitchers if they ended up pitching a couple days before the All-Star game. I feel like it's too late for the position players have already let them know, probably.
Yeah.
So be it.
It's ridiculous.
So be it, dude. Oy. Royals plus 4.5 is minus 300. I wonder if there's probably people in this world who would rather take the Yankees minus 300 today than the Royals plus 4.5 and minus 300 today. There's people like that.
Yeah. Wouldn't doubt it.
Plus 3.5 is minus 200.
Value.
That's called value, folks. Look it up.
Legal robbery.
Holy shit, dude. Yeah, but like some books, like if you can snag that shit on BetMGMs, you should snag that now. I'm not talking to you. I know you. I don't know what books you're using, but I'm seeing like everywhere else for plus 2.5 is like minus 130, minus 135. So I'd lock in that plus 2.5 on Bet Shmem if you can, because for some reason they're blessing. They're absolutely blessing. We know they're usually pretty slow to react. BetMGM is one of the, in my opinion, slowest, most reactive books, not really proactive, like a DraftKings or Caesars, sometimes FanDuel. BetMGM just kind of is one of the last ones to move. You can get some good value on BetMGM at times.
Yeah. I mean, speaking of the reactive book thing, because a lot of people, I guess we're looking at these FanDuel strikeout odds, or I guess they do most days. Stop looking at those if you're looking for like trying to find the value play in Prize Picks, because they are so wildly off of every single book, like constantly every day. So stop looking at those, because the big thing today was Sonny Gray, because he was what I think on FanDuel it was minus 300-ish for 5+ strikeouts, and then he opens up on DraftKings like minus 110 for over 4.5, and everywhere else same thing. So FanDuel is so wildly off at Jake's picks, because he was one of the people involved in that. But yeah, keep that to a minimum for sure, because they are, as far as strikeout odds go, they're a pretty reactive book.
Yeah. Shmoney Vance. The MGMs out in Vegas are run differently. Like the MGM books that are at all of the sports books, like at Aria, where I usually stay, they are completely different, and they're way sharper and quicker, and they're run by a completely different group than these recreational mobile books that are popping up state to state. Completely different. So in Vegas, MGM is sharper, but mobile wise, brutal. They're slow. Take advantage of it. Take advantage of it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I don't really see a world how I don't take the Reds today at plus 1.5 here. I don't really know how I don't take that. Maybe I just take the money line. Maybe I take the malt line.
I just want to kind of wait and see how popular they get throughout the day, if at all. Because I feel like Castillo at a plus 160 clip against the Yankees team that we've seen them play really close with the Reds the last couple of days, I feel like that could get a little heat.
I mean, Castillo hasn't really impressed me as much, honestly. I don't think he's pitched as well as his sub-3 ERA, in my opinion. He's still going to get moved and be a focal point of a lot of rotations. Honestly, this is a big start for him, because the team he's facing could definitely be a team going to get him straight
100%,
up.
100%.
Which is so fucking beat.
Especially now that, they Benintendi's out of the race. They got to get one of the big names out there. Not that they weren't probably going to already shoot for Castillo or Montes or whoever, but the name's shrinking. The list is shrinking.
It's facts. That is facts. Any other games we skipped over today? I like the Cubs today. We briefly touched on that. I mean, I think we went over. We didn't talk about the Gabba guards. I know Ollie was talking about that a second ago.
Yeah.
Ollie, bro, I knew that shit was caked when you said you had 3 units on it. Love you, brother. But we knew that shit was caked. Padres about to win the tournament.
Ollie 1 unit, giving out 3 units. They'd say.
He's now Ollie 1 putt. I don't know. Is that always what it's been said?
I think this is just his Twitch name.
Okay. Yeah. Ollie 1 unit with a 3-unit play. Atta babe. I can't talk. I sneak whale shit every day. I can't talk. So just FYI. I'm just busting.
I've been keeping the sneak whales to a minimum lately, except for the Rays the other day.
You really got to keep those in your back pocket. You can't be just firing off sneak whales left and right. That just never plays, because at that point you're just betting huge units. It's not even sneak whaling.
That trend.
Yeah, he knows. He
also talks about it, so it's like the sneak whale whole sneak whale concept is dead.
Every time he asks me if I'm sneak whaling something, I get the chills, because I feel like there's the gambling gods are like listening, and they're like jolting my body, and they're just finessing and making the play just not hit. Like they're working me like a puppet.
Yeah,
I don't like it. Sneak whales are no longer really sneak whales. No, they're not sneak whales if we talk about them.
They're just multi-unit plays. That's what they are.
They're just whales.
Straight whales. No sneak about them.
Oy, oy, oy. I will say Trent has been hitting his bats. So how much shit can you give him?
Guy's been hot.
Yeah, it's concerning. I'm scared.
Am I seeing right? This Reds team total is a 3.
Whoa.
Pretty heavily juiced, but it's a 3.
Juiced. What are we getting? 130?
Yeah, 132.
Okay. Wow.
3.
Especially
when a certain man might get that by himself.
Yeah, he could if he takes one out. I mean, are they playing at Cooperstown, Trees Park tonight?
Yeah.
They are, right? Yeah. Okay.
But I mean, both of their parks are pretty much Cooperstown at this point.
Yeah. That's actually very true. Honestly, the Great American Small Park is probably, if you go in with the ballpark palette stuff,
in the league.
Yeah, it's number 1.
Yeah,
which is wild to me. But
I want to look and see who ballpark palette has up for today.
Please do. If you guys don't follow that account, check it out. If you don't follow Ballpark Pal on Twitter, you're fucking up. I'm not saying follow it to a T, but you should at least peep it.
They're pretty high on, obviously, the Game and Coors.
Sure.
Pretty high on a lot of Astros too. Astros, Coors, and Twins.
Sure. Okay.
Didn't really.
Is Juan Soto up on that list or no?
No, it's actually like strictly those 3 teams.
What the?
Padres.
That happens a lot, though.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a kind of random. Like, I expect the Padres to be up there in Coors, but
sure,
I didn't really expect any of the, like, especially these Astros, like Jose Siri and Martin Maldonado are up there.
What the?
Jake Myers too, which he's actually been really good, but weird list. A little weird list today.
I will say, Juan Soto is plus 200-ish to get an RBI today, or over half RBI. That's a great look, in my opinion. If you're looking for value and you don't want to take him to hit a home run again because he's hit a bazillion home runs over the last week, and you're looking for something a little more safe, I think that's a great look, in my opinion. I'm not really scared of Kyle Wright with the way that Soto's been hitting. So I think he does enough. I think we see runs in DC today. I really do, from both sides.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to disagree. I wonder what his fantasy scores are at. So you can probably get a little.
Probably fat.
I mean, 7.5. It's doable.
It's probably fat.
It's a little doable.
The people are asking about our best bets. I mean, do you have a best bet today? Yours is probably that Brandon Drury square. I'm assuming. On Prize Picks.
In a good matchup like that against a fastball pitcher, not just a lefty, but a main at 80% fastball cutter pitcher. Yeah, you know where I'm going.
That'll play. Bro, Cam, I'm about to get you blocked out of this thing, bro.
Yeah, Cam's going to get banned. Give us a mod in here to ban him.
We need to ban Cam if he's talking all this Soto trade slander. I can't deal with this right now, bro.
Yeah.
Not today.
First it's Drury making his Dodgers debut. Now it's Juan Soto.
We'll take – all right, here's the deal. You pay Trey Turner on a crazy discounted deal and give him back to us. You give us I'd say give us Urania and Bueller, but they kind of stink too. So I don't even know if I want those guys. And I really don't want any of your washed old veterans who have been underperforming this year either, Cam. So honestly, I think I'm good. Maybe Trey Turner and a bunch of prospects. I don't know. But I don't really want any of your washed old team, Cam. I'll be honest with you. I don't. And I'm excited to see them fold like a Dollar Tree lawn chair in the playoffs again this year. So Dave Roberts is at the helm. That's the lock of the century. Tiger Woods to miss the cut was the lock of the century. I think the Dodgers to choke in the playoffs. It's right up there with it. So that's my pitch on that. Sorry, Cam. I love you, but don't come at Soto. Let's pivot real quick. I think my favorite bets, my best bet actually, because the people want to know. Oh, great, Cam. We can have Gavin Lux. I appreciate it. Awesome. That'd be a good trade for Soto. My favorite bet today, I think, is going to be the Rangers on the ML. I think they end the streak, not just because Seattle's on a streak, but they've been traveling around a lot. Now they had to fly into Texas late last night, and they're probably feeling pretty confident today. And now they got to face Martin Perez, who I think is going to deal, to be honest with you. And I'm not really scared of Gonzalez on the other side, obviously. Jovan, how have the Rangers been hitting against lefties this season overall? I know they've been doing pretty well. Like, they've got guys who rake lefties in general. But this season, have they been okay overall?
Yeah, the season overall, they've been doing pretty good. I haven't checked
Okay.
with the updates in
Recently.
the last, I guess, a couple weeks or so, how that's affected their overall numbers. But from the beginning of the season to a decent bit ago, they were hitting them pretty well in comparison to righties.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Rangers. I think they get it done again at home. This team is so inconsistent. It is what it is, but that's probably my favorite play, and I'm assuming yours is probably that Brandon Drury square. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Exactly.
Okay. We're gonna bring on my guy John, and really excited to have him back on here again. He was great when he came on a couple weeks ago, telling some really cool stories. Love hearing some MLB talk from the other side as we sit back and just chirp players and throw copious amounts of units on them. But real quick, guys, go over to @thegameday on social media, give them a follow, and go over to thegameday.com. They'll take care of you. They'll get you right. Maybe they'll find a BetMGM promo for you so you can back the Royals plus 2.5 at plus money with us like sickos, because that's what we're riding. Shit's already locked in. Strapped in, not going to be easy. Nobody said it was going to be easy. If it was easy, everybody would do it. Feel free to take the Yankees ML. That should be a safe parlay piece too. I'm being sarcastic if you can't tell. But go ahead and check out the game day. Definitely worth it. Let's bring on our guy, John Ballman. Super stoked. How we doing, my man?
Good. Hey guys, how you doing?
Doing well. Every time I see you come on with that Washington Post picture frame in the background, I get absolutely juiced up. Brings me back to the good old days.
Yeah, it's a nice hat, man.
You like this? Yeah,
I like it.
It's plastic. Don't be fooled.
Curly W.
I'm putting in hard work today. That's what it means. I'm digging into the slate. Got my hard hat on.
Also, listening to you guys before coming on, I think you'll be happy to hear that the Rangers are actually the best team against lefties in the last month in weighted on base average.
Perfect.
Are they now?
They are.
How about it? What are the odds? That's great. That's a great sign.
But it is Marco Gonzalez. So regardless of who he's playing, he's going to turn out the same exact start every single time. It's just cookie cutter.
Yeah.
We know what we're getting out of him. We're getting what he's probably going to pitch 5 innings, 3 runs. Is that what he does every single time he starts?
Yeah, it's like a little 6-7 inning, 3 runs, couple hits, couple more hits. Same thing every single time. He's the most consistent pitcher like I've ever seen.
Consistently average arm.
The old 6 innings, 3 runs where you can perfectly fade or perfectly bet on anytime you want.
Exactly.
Yeah, well, now he's probably going to throw a no-hitter. So thanks, guys. But that's okay. I'll be on the Rangers today. John, any bets that stick out to you today? The card, plenty of plays to pick from today. Some good games, some shit games. Anything you like?
Yeah. So honestly, I don't like it a ton overall. That'll happen when you have a minus 350 on the card, although you've managed to find a way to play it. So I appreciate, honestly, good on you for that.
Had to have skin on that game.
Yeah. But no, the Astros, I like the money line there. I saw it this morning at minus 170 and I took it there. I've seen it all the way up to minus 190 now. It could honestly be up over 200. I wouldn't take it over 200. But I do like them there. The Angels are literally only good behind Ohtani. Yep. That's it. And I don't hate the value on the Mariners, I will say. Ooh. So in my research, I did find the Rangers best team in the league in weighted on base average against lefties, but the Mariners were 7th, only about 15 points off there. Martin Perez has been really good this season, but his past few starts, he's been a little iffy. Marco Gonzalez has been pitching better lately. He's been going 2 earned runs in 6 innings instead of his 3 and 6, which is a big difference.
Yeah.
But it's a 3.0 ERA to 4.5, and we consider that massive when we're looking at pitchers. Mm-hmm. But the thing that put me over the edge there is the Mariners are 4-2 against the Rangers this season, 2-1 on the road, 2-1 at home. Both of those series were when they were struggling, so they were beating them when they weren't playing well. I just like the value on them at plus money here when they're playing well. They're more than due for a loss, them and the Orioles, but at the same time, I feel like plus money's perfect time to take the shot.
So what's your take on fading / backing streaks like this in the MLB?
Yeah, it's a good question. So usually if I'm on a streak early, I will blindly tail it until it ends. So, for example, the Angels earlier this season, when they're on that 14-game losing streak, I believe I caught it at maybe their 8th or 9th loss. And the first 2 games were okay, like these are games that I would usually bet on. But then after those 2, it was kind of like, okay, maybe they wouldn't win this game, or maybe they're underdogs, but we're still going to play it just because. And then in my opinion, as long as it's not over -200, you're not playing a ridiculously bad team, then you can keep playing it there. But at the same time, I know a lot of people feel like if they're not on a streak and they come in, they'll be, that bad luck person that makes them lose. Which is understandable, but at that time, if it's plus money or if it's around even, you've got to take the chance. Like, I'm kicking myself for the Orioles the past few days because I knew there was value there. Didn't know that they might win though, but there is value there. And Mariners 110, there's definitely value there. They're due for a loss, as I mentioned, but there's value there.
Do you think the books tailor the odds to get you to want to take the team fading the streak, saying, we're going to make the Rangers a favorite today when it probably should be closer to a pick 'em because we think people are just going to blindly fade Seattle until they lose because they're due for a loss? Do you think that's something that they do, or do you think they're just setting the odds, where they are?
I honestly think it depends on the team. So if it's a good team and they're winning, then the odds will shoot massively up. But if it's a bad team and they're winning, then I think the bookmakers and the public are more likely to think that a loss is coming soon. So, for example, like the Orioles, they're a good enough team to go on a winning streak. 9 games, though, I don't know. There's still only 1 game over 500 after this streak. Like, I love the Orioles. Great team, but we can't, get too far. They're still last place in their division. We can't get too far into it. I understand they're just outside of a wild card, but they probably will sell at the trade deadline as well. So
you still think they'll sell?
I do.
Oof.
I honestly think if they don't sell this year, they're making a massive mistake for the next 3 years. A massive one.
I said the same thing. It's the fans are going to be pissed. Like, they're going to be, when Mancini gets moved, they're going to be really pissed. I'm with you, and I agree. It's going to suck. Like, I would not want to be that GM right now. I think that's the worst job in baseball, being his GM. There's no way he's getting any sleep at night.
Yeah, exactly. He has to kind of, take it on the head. He has to make the decision for the betterment of the fan base, for the group. I remember the Yankees, I believe it was in like 2007, basically the only year that the Yankees didn't make the playoffs where they sold. I think I'm not even sure, but they ended up selling Aroldis Chapman, and they rebought. They got Gleyber Torres back. They got a couple other prospects back, and that like is what pushed the Yankees towards the next step. I mean, obviously they haven't won a World Series, but they've been pretty good since then. I think it's kind of similar in the sense of the Orioles. Obviously, the Orioles have been worse for a lot longer, but at the same time, you cannot force it early, because if you force it early, then you're losing your organizational depth that you spent so long to build up. And that's how you build teams, is through your organization. Then you sign those prospects later once you're good. So I do think they need to sell.
So what do you think? Or I guess, what do you think? But how feasible do you think it is to kind of take like a hybrid approach for them? Like, I know we all see the rumors of them like going after Castillo, or trying to make a deal where they get like a top arm and then sell off maybe a Mancini, maybe a Santander, or whoever. I mean, how possible do you think that is?
Yeah, I think that's the perfect way to go. I think they should sell, but I think they should be getting major league talent in return. So a guy who's maybe just made his debut, or maybe still has options. You don't have to be just a seller and selling to get. In baseball, you can't get draft picks. You get tons of prospects, but you can also sell in the sense of veteran players for guys who are early in arbitration, or guys who are still making that minimum. So it's big there.
Yeah, I mean, speaking of draft picks too, they do have the number 1 pick in the draft coming up here pretty soon. So it's always a nice asset to have come around the deadline. So
yeah, they also have, I believe it's 5 prospects in the top 100 in Major League Baseball, but they aren't necessarily major league ready. Like Grayson Rodriguez, he can come up. DL Hall, he should come up soon, but you still want those guys. Like, I remember the Indian or the Guardians, haven't done that in a while. The Guardians traded for what was it? The Trevor Bauer trade while they were still in contention. Do you guys remember that? And and I believe it brought back Franmil Reyes. If I'm remembering correctly, I believe it brought back Franmil Reyes, and Franmil Reyes was obviously not. He was a prospect. He was I think he had about half season in the majors at the time. But look at him now. He's an integral part of the Guardians. I mean, he hasn't been having the best season this year, but at the same time, he is basically the Guardians' power in that lineup. And they were able to get him only because they did that kind of half sell, half buy sort of thing when they were in contention.
Yeah, I'm with you. And it looks like you are spot on. They also got Yasiel Puig in that trade too. Had to bring my man's up, who's rotting away in the KBO now. Teams just have wanted nothing to do with that guy. He's definitely got the talent to still be in the league, but I just think people were just like, fuck this guy. We're not even dealing with him.
100%.
Yeah.
It's the baggage with him.
He's got some serious baggage. He's still got
so it was Reyes went to the Indians for Mike Clevenger. That's good. Okay. Good call. Yeah, because I was wondering, those teams didn't work out. But same concept there. The Guardians in general are a good team in the sense of they're constantly looking to tool long term. So but they did make that Trevor Bauer trade when they were in the wild card race. So they're very good at that.
Yeah. We're on the same page with the O's. I mean, especially you're seeing a team like the Yankees this year that's just absolutely dominant. And I know they've been showing some I guess, human recently. You know, they've been a little bit coming down to earth a little bit recently. And I expect it to continue a little bit, especially with their starting pitchers who have just been overperforming all year. But when you see a team like the Yankees that are just that good this year, and this is coming from me who absolutely hates their guts, maybe the Orioles are like, you know what, fuck it. We're just going to move on and get ready for next year. So I'm with you. It's going to suck. It's going to hurt when they do move Mancini, probably. They might move. Jovan had a point. Maybe Santander could be going too. And also maybe a couple of bullpen guys. I could see them shipping them, including their all-star closer who came out of nowhere. So I think those are guys that all could get moved. It's going to stink, but it's a business. And I think it's in their best interest to look to push to move guys and get ready for next season.
The Orioles have been, they've been so bad for so long. And like you mentioned, Grayson Rodriguez is hurt right now. He's probably not going to come up soon, if this year at all.
Right.
Orioles fans will be so grateful if they do sell this year. They will be grateful next year that they'll have their whole team. They'll have their whole prospects. They won't be using a year of Grayson Rodriguez eligibility. So I think they'll end up loving that.
Okay.
I do want to ask just about your kind of general thoughts about things that are going to be going down on the trade deadline, especially, you know, the newest development on the whole Andrew Benintendi situation, which equally kind of keeps him out of the AL East, which I don't hate. So I don't know. I just want to hear your general thoughts about some things that might go down.
Yeah. Well, first of all, I'm very interested because I thought that a GM would be calling teams and asking, are they vaccinated? One of the first things, especially in the AL East. Well, why are we just finding out about this now when Benintendi is being put on the restricted list and going to Toronto? So it feels like he shouldn't have been, either he hasn't been considered by the Yankees for a while now and we just haven't known about it, or the Yankees also just found out that he's not vaccinated and realized that they can't trade for him either.
There might be some like HIPAA type shit where they're not allowed to say if players are vaxxed or not. Straight up. Like that could actually be a thing.
That could be true.
So yes and no. Yes, in the sense that that's definitely a thing, but no, in the sense that trades, you've got to know a medical history. You've got to know things about players. There is a reason why you'll make a trade and then they go through their medicals, though. It's because the opposing team wants to do their own medical, but they do swap like what they have on their own players in terms of medical opinions.
Okay.
I think that makes sense. I mean, just my thoughts on it personally. Like, I think the fact that they came out with a statement saying that they're no longer pursuing Andrew Benintendi, I don't think they knew about that prior with all the rumors that were swirling around about it. But
yeah, I agree.
Yeah, it's definitely interesting though. I mean, whether it just rules them out of the AL East or maybe the AL as a whole, because I mean, Blue Jays aren't exactly the top team to beat in the AL right now, but God forbid you got to go to the ALDS, ALCS, and find your way through Toronto 4 of the 7 games, and
exactly.
Without Andrew Benintendi, your big trade piece that you got at the deadline. So
that's
a super interesting development there,
especially with the new playoff format. So I was talking to a friend. I think with the new playoff format, with a team like you'll have probably the Yankees and the Astros getting those first round buys. It's the top 2 teams get first round buys, and then the third division team and the 3 wild cards all play each other in 3-game series. But I think the Yankees will actually struggle because they'll have that week off. They won't be playing meaningful baseball in September. They'll be playing unmeaningful baseball for about a month and a half after that. Maybe they could close up the division conceivably at the beginning of September. So they could be going until about October 7th until they play a meaningful baseball game. That's really tough. Especially for a team that's been riding their momentum all season. You take away all their wins. Everybody starts at 0-0 in the postseason, and nobody's afraid of them anymore.
It's a brand new season. Was that you who tweeted that out? That got me juiced up when you said that the other day. 2 completely different seasons. Nobody's scared of nobody. 0-0 record. I felt like I was watching like an MLB commercial for the playoffs.
It's true.
You tweeted that. I read it in like some crazy commercial voice. It was awesome.
I mean, as you know as well as I do, look at the Nats. All they needed to do, when they won that World Series, I mean, as well as I do, they won 8 games in a row to end the season, and then they went into the wild card. Obviously, down Juan Soto had that big hit, but that's all momentum there. And all they wanted to do was get in the playoffs. They were terrible all season. All they wanted was that one shot. Do you know how many teams want a shot at the Yankees right now?
Everyone. They have the target on their back. It's the Yankees.
Everyone
hates them.
Not only is it the Yankees, but then on top of it, it's the best major league team in baseball right now.
Yeah,
and they're starting to show signs of weakness. Clay Holmes isn't all that anymore. He's kind of losing it. Aroldis Chapman could be coming back a little bit, but we really don't know there. There's just a lot up in the air there, and I guarantee you every team is going to give the Yankees their best, whereas you won't necessarily see that with all the other teams in the league.
Yeah, people were acting like Clay Holmes is the next Mariano Rivera. They literally picked this dude off the street for a bag of chips before the season. Nobody expected him to be this good. It just so happened that Chapman's been so bad that they had to put someone else in there to try to close, and then he was so dominant. But I mean, the dude couldn't get an out against the Reds the other night. I'd be scared.
He lost
their helmet is I don't know why I'm saying their helmet. Someone in the comments was asking about my helmet. Was it filled with nachos or ice cream? I don't think it was filled with shit, bro. I think it was just a helmet they gave out of the game. But the Yankees bullpen sketch. The Yankees rotation has been they've been overperforming all year. Nestor Cortez is literally the leader of that.
Yep.
I want to fade Nestor
hurt now too.
Severino's hurt again. That dude has glass bones. He's one of the guys on the Yankees that I don't just like absolutely hate and root against because I feel bad for him because every time he gets going, he just gets hurt again. It's brutal. He's toast.
Yeah. He has tons of talent too. He could honestly be one of the top pitchers in the game right now.
100%.
But then you also have Tyone. Tyone's not pitching nearly as well as he was to start the season. And what the Yankees had going for them and their defense. I mean, IKF is making how many errors? Like there are so many like cues to show that the Yankees shouldn't be winning as many games as they are lately. They're still the best teams in the major league. So for whatever Yankees fans are watching right now, I'm going to get mad at me. They're still the best team in the major leagues. Don't get me wrong. But all those signs where they're probably going to take a little decline are showing.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed.
There's actually a pretty perfectly timed tweet from John Heyman that just came out saying that the Blue Jays are still in on Benintendi because they're hopeful that he's going to get the shot if he gets dealt to Toronto.
Wild.
That's a little weird. That's definitely a little weird. But I would think if I were him that he would be more willing to get the shot if he were going to Toronto versus if he were going to like New York and then maybe plays certain amount of games in Toronto later.
Yeah.
You think he would have already gotten it if he wanted to get it. The whole thing is just so weird.
Yeah.
It's just so weird. Maybe he's just lazy and doesn't want to get it and doesn't care. I don't know.
I think a lot of that is just the Royals organization. I mean, their leadership clearly they're the only team. I mean, there might be one other, but if like 95% of players in Major League Baseball are vaccinated and they have 10, that's, a lot of that 5%. So there's got to be something with the leadership there. Either the top players aren't doing it. They don't care. The doctors just don't care much, especially as an American League team where if you do play well, you would go to Toronto. Like I understand maybe if it's a National League team and you wouldn't play them until the World Series, you have time to figure it out. But an American League team,
they're the Kansas City anti-vaxxers. That's what I've been calling them. It is what it is, for better or for worse. A couple things. My guy Mush, how many units are we deploying on the Royals today? That would be 1 unit, as always. on the plus 2.5 at plus 105. I'll bet MGM. Ridiculous line. I locked it in already, Jovan. I don't know if you got it yet. I don't know if the lines have come out by you yet, but
not
that's
yet.
locked
But
in.
I will be doing the same.
I mean, a plus 2.5 at plus money. Like, I don't even care what the scenario or situation is. I just think that's a great bet in general. I really do.
I will say I could talk about a little bit about John Schneider, their new manager. I worked very closely with him. I absolutely love him. He was a career minor league guy. Made it, I believe, all the way up to AAA as a catcher. And he kind of always knew that he was going to transition into coaching, managing. So made that transition. I don't think he ever made it to the majors. I think he made it up to AAA and then made that transition. And the Blue Jays they love him. They were grooming him. Like, the way it works as a manager is you usually come from your playing days and then you work your way up in the minors, just like you do as a player. You start at, maybe the Gulf Coast League, then you work it up to high A, double A, triple A, and you go up. And so John Schneider, basically his timing just happened to be perfectly with Vladdy and Bo. So he was the single A manager for both of them. And they ended up winning the league that year, the championship. And they really value winning championships in minor leagues because it kind of builds championship pedigree. So having that team all together, they won the single A. And so then they moved Schneider up to New Hampshire double A with both Vladdy and Bo. And so Schneider had been their manager all the way up through, their minors all the way. And he's going to be their manager now in the majors. So they absolutely love him. Definitely awesome. A player's coach. Great guy. Like, I can't say enough things about him, honestly, but I think they're in very good hands. Yeah. Very good hands.
I saw you tweet that, everybody throughout the whole process and everything loved Charlie Montoyo too. Do you think the move was more that he had to go, or the move was more that Schneider was ready to take this position?
Yeah, I think it's a little bit of both. So I think they've been grooming Schneider for this position. I know that they have been grooming Schneider for this position for a while now. I was there in 2018, and they were talking about it then. Said he's probably going to be the manager when Vladdy and Bo get up there if he continues the way he's going. But that being said, it's also a little weird because Charlie Montoyo was just extended. I'm not sure if that was earlier this season or if it was in the off season, but the Blue Jays did extend him. Also, they're not an organization, not a team that makes coaching changes mid-season or anything like that. So that is extremely surprising for me, especially this late in the season, because it's not like they weren't underperforming a month ago. So that really worries me. I think there might be something else going on there. Maybe there's an argument that put it over the top, or maybe it was just a lot of things that finally came to turn and the change had to be made now. I will say that they have had Schneider waiting in the wings for a long time. So I think whatever decision they were going to make, they knew they were in perfectly capable hands with Schneids. So I think they were fine making that. But yeah, it was definitely shocking. I'll say that.
I mean, tensions have been high for sure. They've been one of the most inconsistent teams this year. I feel like they go on a crazy 2-week bender of winning, and then they go on a crazy 2-week bender of losing. It's been very, very stressful to be a Blue Jays fan. If you are a Blue Jays fan, I know you're not, but just anyone in general, very, very stressful. There probably was an argument and shit we don't know. Yeah, you got to root for them. It took care of you.
Yeah, well, they took care of me, and it's weird. I was talking to one of my friends who I worked with earlier or yesterday. Everybody who's at the major league team now is somebody that was in my office. Like, it's amazing how much talent we had. Their hitting coach, Guillermo Martinez, he's a genius. Worked with him a ton. He's hilarious, great guy. Gil Kim's their field coordinator. He was moved up there. He was my boss. Ben Charrington was my boss as well, and he's now the GM of the Pirates. Like, the amount of talent that was in that office alone is just mind-boggling to me. Like, I'm so fortunate to have spent even some time in there.
Do you miss being on that other side, being like with the teams a little bit?
Yes and no.
Okay.
It definitely, like, working towards a common goal is fun. Everybody wants a World Series ring, right? Like, that's why you get into sports. Even if you're not good enough to play professionally, you want to help, work towards something. That's why people are fans. They want to feel like they're part of a championship if their team wins it. So yeah. So Sorry, what was the question again? I lost my train of thought.
Yeah, like do you miss being on the other side of stuff? Like what would you say were like the good things that you miss about it? What is the stuff that maybe you don't miss about it? What do you like better now? You know?
Yeah. So the championship part is definitely the part that you miss about it. That being said, when I got my job with the Blue Jays, I think it was 47. I worked 47 days in a row without a day off.
Yeah, it's a grind.
I got there. Yeah, I got there. It was, beginning of February. And it's so when major league players and AAA go off, they go to their affiliates. Then it's called extended spring training. And that's when all the AA, single A, all your Latino players, they all come up. And that's when the real grind starts because you're not watching major league AAA baseball every day. You have literally 2 months, and especially for these players, they're living out of hotels, and they're not good hotels. They're living out of hotels, just playing not even games every day. They're going to the park and just doing drills for 2 straight months. So it's an extremely grueling time. So there are awesome parts about baseball. They're being in baseball and bad parts. You don't get paid a ton. I won't disclose exactly what I made, but it was not livable at all, like not even close for the entire year. And I would be working 6-7 days a week, 11 hours a day. Yeah. So it's a serious grind. That being said, yeah, maybe if I had grinded it out, 2 or 3 more years, if I wanted to put in that time, I would be up in the majors with all the guys that I worked with. Would it be worth it? Probably. If I was there now. Back then, would I say that I wanted to go through it? Definitely not.
Yeah, obviously not. There's a reason you left, right?
Exactly.
It was a lot. It was a lot. But I think it's extremely cool that you got a chance to spend a couple of years there with a major league organization. I think that's awesome. I think Jovan and I, that's something that we would dream to do. That's fucking awesome. Whether it was cool. Too much work and maybe the juice wasn't worth the squeeze at times with the pay, you're not the first person that's told me that they were underpaid working for a sports team. We hear that all the time. It's unfortunate. It is what it is. You see the players getting paid millions and millions, and the people behind the scenes who are working just as hard. They might not be out on the field or get the rep or the credit, but they're working just as hard mentally, and physically. You said you were literally driving around Vladdy and some of the boys, taking them to their doctor's appointments. I still think that's absolutely hilarious. They put you to work. But I think you're in a good position now. You've been killing it. Your content's awesome, John. And we appreciate you coming on. Is there a chance did we get Alejandro Kirk in the home run derby with that last spot, or is it pretty much a lock to go to a Dodger? Because I think everyone on earth would love to see my man's Kirk and your guy Kirk get a chance to prove that he's got some pop.
Yeah, no, thank you guys for having me on. It's always a good time talking baseball with y'all. That being said, I do think it's got to be a Dodger. I would love to see Kirk in any fan favorite event, until the end of time, but I do think it's got to be a Dodger. Also, I will say, Pete Alonso, there's no chance that he loses his home run derby. He's won, I believe, he won a minor league home run derby, and he's won his two major league home run derbies as well. He's never lost a home run derby in his life. He is built for this. I would take him, honestly, even if he was minus favorite with 8 people, I would just take him straight up. That's the last thing I'll say.
Holy smokes, you just don't see him losing. I mean, the dude loves baseball. He's an absolute goofball out there. You can tell some of these guys, you can tell that they're there for work. Guys like Rendon who have come out and they're like, I don't even really like playing baseball. It's a job for me. And then you get guys like Soto and you get guys like Pete Alonso that are doing fun home run celebrations, always chirping, always smiling. Pete Alonso is definitely one of those guys. So I'm with you. Well, I definitely have some coins on Juan Soto responsibly to win the home run derby. Obviously. I mean, I'm wearing a freaking Nats hard hat right now. Give me a break. But I'm with you. Alonso's probably going to run away with it again. He's won it the last 2 years, and you said he's won one of the minors too. That's ridiculous.
Won one of the minors. I believe he had one either college or high school too that he won. I think it was college. He's literally never lost a home run derby in his life.
Wild. That's insane. Maybe they'll just let Kirk run out there and hit some bombs before the All-Star game starts. We all
what they should do? They should just let Kirk catch it. Just let Kirk be the celebrity catcher for every batter. Yeah, put a mic on him. Put a mic on him.
Shagging balls.
Yeah. I'd rather see him running around trying to make plays straight up. I'd rather see him run around the outfield trying to dive for plays and shit. That'd be insane.
That'd be awesome.
Oh man, I cannot wait to watch that man's little legs running around playing, dude. He's so awesome. John. I appreciate it, my man. We'll definitely run this back. I appreciate you coming on. Guys, give my man a follow. There's his Twitter handle next to his name. And as always, a pleasure. A pleasure, my dude. Good luck on your bets. Good luck on your bets tonight. Are you going to be on the Mariners? I was getting a feeling you are. Are you going to be on them, you think?
Yeah. I think I'm going to be on the – oh, Jovan or me?
No, you.
Oh, I think I'm on the Mariners. I'm on the Mariners and Astros, but I just got to take that shot at plus money.
100%. 100%. Ride the streak. Ride the streak. All right, John. I appreciate it, my man. Thanks for coming on. We'll run this back, okay?
Yeah, appreciate you guys. Thanks.
Yes, sir. All right, Jovan. Good BTL today. We will be doing it again tomorrow. We got Trent coming on tomorrow, so let's shoot the shit, have him on, ask him some dumb questions, and pick his brain. Maybe we'll get a lock out of him. He's been hot. Trent, you've been hot, my man. Keep it up.
Feed us. Give us the milk.
Feed us. It's the tables are turning. We want some spoon-fed winners from Trent. How about them apples? Would have never thought I'd say that in my life. Jovan, appreciate it, my man. As always, Brandon Jury, let me know who I'm pairing that prize picks with. All right, brother.
Yeah.